Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Eastern Lifestyle. I'm your host, Davia Pugh.
And I'm your reporter, Kaylee Riccatelli.
Happy Tuesday! We're at the end of August almost. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
Oh, girl, wait. Oh, that's crazy.
I know, right? But we've got an awesome show coming up, so stay put.
In today's episode, we'll check out the latest creative innovations in the tech world in this week's Rich on Tech. And you'll find out how to get an incredible deal at an amazing restaurant right here in Eastern North Carolina.
Amazing, and all of that, of course, is coming up very soon. But first, we're taking you to the beautiful Tryon Palace in New Bern. During my walkthrough, I got a closer look at the historic site and learned about two of the historic buildings. Take a look at this two-part segment. Hey everyone, I'm your host Davia. Right now we are in New Bern at the historical Tryon Palace. We are here to explore both the kitchen office and the stables. Both of these buildings survived the 1798 fire at the Tryon Palace, and we are here to experience all of the amazing daily operations that they had in the 1700s. Let's get into it. So we are here with Crystal, a historic interpreter here at the Tryon Palace. Crystal, thank you for allowing us to chat with you.
No problem.
So how has the layout of the kitchen been able to support daily operations in the 1700s here?
Well, it's very interesting because the biggest meal of the day comes from the kitchen office. And without the kitchen office, you don't have that. And the biggest meal of the day takes 2 to 3 hours to eat. So they're cooking in here literally all day. And most of the cooking happens just in this one room. But the rest of the building is used for different things. So you've got a room just for washing dishes and storing them. You've got a room just for doing laundry. You've got a room just for the secretary to work on paperwork for the governor. You've got rooms for bed chambers. So day-to-day life, most of the stuff that's happening in here is happening with the foodstuffs, as opposed to like the cleaning in everyday life, except for the laundry, of course.
Now, how would you say the kitchen is advanced for its time? Because I know it has a lot of things
oh my goodness,
that a lot of other places didn't have in the 1700s here.
Yes. So our kitchen is so strange because most of the time when you see a colonial kitchen, you see a small, dark kitchen. It is hard to see, it is cramped, but we have such a large, bright kitchen because it's very much for a modern English style manor home. In England, they're like, oh, this is normal. Yeah. This is what we normally have.
Yeah.
So we think of it as very modern conveniences for the people of the colonial times. We have a clock-wound spit jack that is very much, it was made in the 1600s. But over here, there were only maybe 3.
Okay.
And that's because they just didn't know about them yet, and they were so expensive. So it was a very new thing for over here.
That's so cool.
So very modern conveniences. We have our own hot water heating system where we put coals under and heat up water, so we've got hot water all day. And our beehive oven, instead of being inside of our hearth, is on the side of it, which was a new modern thing that was actually happening during the time. That wasn't normal for most colonial style kitchens. So a lot of things that were space saving and time saving.
And so I know this is the first floor. Tell us what's on the second floor.
Second floor, we have one room that's just dry laundry. So after the laundry was done, and a lot of times the laundry would take a week to do. They would take it upstairs and do the ironing, and that was the dry laundry. A lot of that was mending and doing that. And then you had a bed chamber for the servants. And when we talk about the servants or the domestic laborers here at the palace, we're talking about the free paid workers, and we're also talking about the enslaved non-paid workers as well. And they all stayed in this building upstairs. So there was a room for the females and for the males, and then the cook had their own bed chamber as well.
Is there anything else you'd like to share about the Tryon Palace or the kitchen itself?
I mean, it's always fun here. It's always interesting. I do the recipes and things. So
exactly.
There's always new stuff going on. We're always trying to do new recipes. It's just fun. And if you can come see what we're working on, it's always great. And come to a tour. Our tours are exciting. Learn about these people, learn about their history.
Be sure not to go anywhere because coming up, we are going to be continuing our tour at the Tryon Palace. Stay with us. Coming up on this special two-part episode, we are going to be getting a closer look at North Carolina's first Capitol. Don't go anywhere, you won't want to miss it. Welcome back to Eastern Lifestyle. In this two-part episode, we're exploring Tryon Palace in New Bern. Previously, we spoke with Crystal to learn about the kitchen office and the daily operations in the 1700s. Now we'll be speaking with a research historian to uncover some interesting facts about the stables here at the palace. So we are here with Lindy, a research historian here at the Tryon Palace. Lindy, thank you for allowing us to chat with you.
It's my pleasure.
So how has the layout of the stable office allowed for daily operations in the 1700s to be successful?
Sure, so this is going to be the place where you are maintaining any type of wheeled vehicle that you have, which very few people have those. And a governor, of course, is one of those people who is going to have access to that. Yeah. And your horses, of course. So we have our stalls for the horses, which are based on research on 18th century stables, although we don't exactly know what they would have looked like. So you would have had all of your working functions down here, caring for vehicles, caring for animals. And then upstairs, either a mix of sleeping spaces, or granary and fodder storage for the animals that you're maintaining.
Okay, awesome. And so the stable is also known as like a coach room and a harness room as well?
It has many different functions. Okay. So we're standing in basically the stalls area. Right. We have a similar room across the hall. There's also a harness room. That's where you're going to be keeping all of your tack for hitching up those horses to whatever vehicle you're using. Saddles. We know that Governor Tryon and his wife were both accomplished horse riders, and that would be an easier way to travel than by a wheeled vehicle. But then there's also 2 coach bays that are in the back.
So also, I know that there was a fire in 1798 causing the main building to burn down. Correct. And the stables stayed.
Correct. So it was February 28th. There was basically the fire alarm, the neighbors crying fire. Everyone who could get out here rushed out here in the middle of the night. They were doing basically a bucket brigade style attempt to keep the fire from spreading. They ended up taking ropes and pulling down the colonnades. So probably one of the reasons that they were able to so easily do so was because the building wasn't in an advanced state of disrepair by that point. But that is the reason that they were able to save the wings, was they pulled down all the connections and then the main building burned completely to the ground.
Wow, that's amazing. So the stables and the kitchen were the 2 buildings that
surviving.
Stayed. Wow.
Yes. Right after the palace burned down, they rented spaces to people who needed places to keep their horses, so that makes a lot of sense. And then by the Civil War, there's one photograph of it, about 1863, and it looks like the building is completely gutted, but it has its 18th century look intact, and it's been a valuable research resource. But then in the 20th century, in 19th century, and then into the 20th century, it was transformed into multifamily housing, basically. So 2 units on the ground floor and 2 units upstairs.
Well, is there anything else you'd just like to share about these stables itself and why people should come and check this historical place out?
I think one of the reasons why this stable is so unique is because it is our original building. So when you're walking in to see the brick, you're seeing some of that original 18th century brick that was most likely made in New Bern at one of the brickyards in town.
I bet the experience, when people come is full of different sights, smells, and of that time period. Yes. So that's amazing. That was such an incredible experience. This is my first time at the Tryon Palace, and the craftsmanship here is truly incredible. You guys should definitely come to the Tryon Palace and experience all that this place has to offer for yourselves. You can find out more information at tryonpalace.org. It's time for Style in a Snap, which is your go-to for quick style hacks, trend talk, and outfit upgrades, no matter your look. So So today's snap is the 7-point rule. It's a simple way to create a balanced outfit. Instead of counting how many items you're wearing, you assign each piece points. So staples like a blouse, pants, or shoes count as 1 point. But if the item has something special like a bold print, a unique texture, or an eye-catching design, it counts as 2 points. The goal is to put together looks that add up between 7 and 10 points so your outfit feels stylish and polished without being too plain or too overwhelming.
Huh.
Isn't that cool?
I've heard of something similar.
Yeah.
Except I don't think they factored in like the patterns and textures. It was just each item was 1 point and you would try to do 7 points. But
this is new to me.
I like that it factors in the pattern though.
Same.
Because if you do like a pattern shirt and then do like 6 more items, that's a lot.
That's a lot. That can be overwhelming.
That's really smart though.
It is, right? Are you on the hunt for some new affordable gadgets that you can travel with? After the break, we'll take a look at some that can help make your life easier. We'll be right back. Now let's check out the latest tech trends and creative innovations with KTLA's Rich DeMuro in this week's Rich on Tech.
If you're looking for tech that's practical, portable, and might even fix your CarPlay issues, I've got some new gadgets worth checking out. Gadgets galore. Here are some I've been testing lately. First up, the Beats Pill in this new navy blue color. I brought this speaker on my recent trip to Hawaii and was really impressed by the room-filling sound. It works great with both iPhone and Android. Audio is excellent, and I love the grippy, water-resistant design. It makes fun sounds for powering on, connecting, and shut down. And the controls make it easy. Plus, the battery life on this thing is a champ. It can last up to 24 hours, and it costs $150 or cheaper on sale. Speaking of Beats, check out their colorful new cables. If you've been having trouble connecting a new iPhone to an older car for CarPlay, their USB-A to USB-C cable can help. They also have a standard USB-C cable and USB-C to Lightning for older devices. They have a woven, tangle-free design and cost $19 each, or 2 for $35. If you're tempted to go caseless but still want some protection, check out the most minimal case I've ever used. It's called the Arc Pulse. It's a pair of lightweight aluminum bumpers that slide onto the top and bottom of your phone. They protect the corners and camera from drops up to about 10 feet, starting around $70. Finally, an affordable Chromebook that's perfect for email, basic web browsing, and watching videos. The Asus CX15 has a nearly 16-inch screen, long battery life, and all the ports you need, including USB-C, USB-A, HDMI, and a headphone jack. Retail price is $220, but it's been on sale for as low as $160. And the best part about Chromebooks, they're easy to use, stay updated, and you don't have to worry about viruses. So why pick a Chromebook over a Windows or Mac laptop? If most of what you do is in a web browser, it could be an easy and affordable choice. I'll put links to all these gadgets on my website, richontech.tv. I'm Rich DeMuro, that's Rich on Tech.
Wow.
Those are so cool.
That phone case though, you saw
Yes.
that? Insane.
Unfortunately, I need a bigger phone case.
Yeah, but that was pretty cool. It's time for this or that, where between two choices, we pick which one we prefer. So do you prefer smoothies or milkshakes?
Milkshakes.
Ooh, I'm smoothie girl.
Really?
I'm a smoothie girl. I love a smoothie.
Smoothies are good. Smoothies I have for breakfast, milkshakes I have as a sweet treat.
Okay.
So which is why I like milkshakes more, I think. Because I'm a sucker for a sweet treat and I love ice cream.
See, if I just had to not have one for the rest of my life, ever again, it wouldn't be milkshakes. I feel like with smoothies, I feel like I'm being healthy at the same time. Like I'm getting like a lot of my nutrients in. And they taste sweet. Like you can get a smoothie that tastes sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Like all the time, like a milkshake.
They're sweet.
Yeah.
Milkshakes or I don't think I could live without a milkshake.
I'll just have some ice cream in a bowl and call it a day.
Like it's just There's just something that it's not the same as ice cream.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Chris. This is On the Record. Probably never seen this one before. I'm kidding. You probably have. It's Dark Side of the Moon. What's not to like about Dark Side of the Moon? It is a quintessential album that you probably should play on a record player. You know, some people go the route of The Wizard of Oz and like to sync it up. I personally played this for my daughter in its entirety when she was like 2 hours old. So this is the first album she listened to. I actually am very excited that years later, when reintroducing it to her, she still liked it. Because, you know, as parents, sometimes your kids don't like the music you play and it hurts your feelings a little bit, but that's okay. You want one that they'll like, try this one. Who knows? Maybe they'll be Pink Floyd fans. Until next time, this is Chris for On the Record. We'll see you then.
Now it is time for trivia. Which North Carolina island is known for not allowing cars? Is it A, Bald Head Island, B, Pea Island, C, Hatteras Island, or D, Roanoke Island? We'll have the answer right after this break. Stay with us. Coming up, we're bringing you an amazing dining deal here at Bella Green. Find out how you can enjoy delicious Latin food at a fantastic price. Don't go anywhere. We're back, and if you guessed A, Bald Head Island, you are correct. Bald Head Island is one of the few places in the U.S. where cars are completely prohibited. Instead, people travel by golf carts, bikes, or by walking, and this is to preserve the island's peaceful and eco-friendly nature. The island is also home to one of the largest sea turtle nesting sites in North Carolina and is listed as one of the National Marine Fisheries Service's index beaches.
The following segment is sponsored by Bella Green Latin Sports Bar and Grill.
Hey everyone, I'm your host Davia, and it's time for Be Our Guest, where we help you save money while having an amazing dining experience. Today we are at Bella Green in Greenville. You guys make sure to head to WNCT.com and find the Be Our Guest tab to get your $50 certificate for only $25 because they will sell out fast. So we are here with Jay, the owner of Bella Green in Greenville. Jay, thank you for having us today.
Thank you guys for being here.
Of course. So this food looks absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
Let's start out with this one right here.
So there we have our fantastic pork bellies.
Okay.
Again, it's kind of taken on the Eastern North Carolina vibes, being from Dominican Republic, pork bellies. Pork is huge in this area. And of course, what is a restaurant, a Latin restaurant, Latin bar without guacs, right? So it's our combination of the two. It's phenomenal.
Awesome. Now what do we have here?
So we got some skewers, as we call in Latin America. These are pinchos. It's something that we do every weekend. We got some ribeyes that we cut up, put it in skewers. We put some chimichurri sauce on top of it, and we did the same thing with the shrimp.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Now what about these wings over there?
Well, those are our wings. We tell everybody, there's a going joke. We've done some ads and some stuff, some advertisement telling people that Dominican's chicken's got wings as well. And it's true. So we have honoring the bar theme, and we do some buffalo wings.
Awesome.
Yes,
They
ma'am.
look great.
Thank you.
Now what do we have there?
We have some seafood that we deep fried because we are in Eastern North Carolina. You got calamari, you got shrimp, you got some grouper, and it's phenomenal. They're really good.
That sounds amazing.
Thank you.
Now we have the ceviche.
Ceviche, yes. So again, Eastern North Carolina, yellowfin tuna from our coast. We chop them up, peppers, a lot of pickled onions, cilantro, some plantains, some fried plantains on the side. It's just delicious.
Now what's right here?
So there we have our cazuela de marisco, which is our take on what you would note here in Eastern North Carolina as a seafood stew. It is phenomenal. Again, going back to the roots, we're from the Caribbean, Dominican Republic. We live in the coastal side of our country, and just to make sure we showcase some of the great seafood we have in Eastern North Carolina.
Awesome.
Yep. I think that community comes together through eating great food, great music, and a sprinkle of alcohol is what we say. So
Yes, that's awesome.
Sure.
And I know you all have different theme nights throughout the
Yep.
week. Can you tell us about that?
yeah, so Mondays we have open mic. They do really well. We do Wednesday night, we have Comedy Zone. We brought Comedy Zone back to Greenville, thanks to Joe and the people that used to do it back in the late 80s at the Attic. So we have kind of the same vibe happening here. We had a great week last week. Then Thursday we have salsa lessons with Heidi and Procopio. They do it at Peachtree, which is another great venue here in town. And on Friday nights, then we have live bands, live music every Friday night, every Wednesday night, and then Latin night is on Saturday night, and it's always a party.
Wow, it sounds like it.
Always a party.
Awesome. And you also have a lunch buffet.
We have a lunch buffet.
Yes, tell us about that.
Oh my God,
that's exciting.
That is probably the most exciting part of our business right now. For our lunch goers, what we decided to do is to put all this stuff into a buffet line.
Yeah.
$12.99. You can't beat it.
That's a great price.
As much as you want to eat. And of course, you get all the flavors and all the love from our staff. And we're just excited to be able to do it.
Wow, that's awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing, Jay.
Sure.
I'm excited to dig in.
Thank you. You got a lot to eat.
I do.
Thank you.
And you guys, make sure to head to WNCT.com and find the Be Our Guest tab to get your $50 certificate for only $25 because they will sell out fast.
They will. Thank you.
The previous segment was sponsored by Bella Green Latin Sports Bar and Grill.
On August 30th, get ready to laugh with Walk-In Bathtub, New Bern's premier improv comedy troupe. They take your suggestions and spin them into hilarious scenes at Atlantic Station in Morehead City. The show starts at 7:30 and it's strictly 18 and up. Tickets are on sale now, so visit carteretcommunitytheater.com. Thank you so much for joining us today. Again, I'm your host, Davia, and you can stay connected with us on Instagram and Facebook at Eastern Lifestyle 9. As always, remember to enjoy every moment of your Eastern lifestyle, and we'll see you tomorrow. Segments in today's episode are sponsored by the Tryon Palace and Bella Green.